In this Warcraft Rumble Dungeon guide, I will show you Gnomeregan Dungeon during Beast Week. We have Hogger deck, as you can see above my head. We will go through that after this dungeon, but first let's complete these levels. And the first thing we want to do is we want to contest this middle meeting stone. And for that I will send something in the beginning, and also I want to contest this chest over here, so I will claim this seal with our Wilbur. Gonna be sending Safe Pilot in as well to take care of the chickens, and also Whelpex to take care of that Safe Pilot. There we go. So now we have the middle meeting stone. We have survived the initial assault of enemies, and we can start sending, well, we can send Sappers from here to deal some damage to the boss. We got one in, that's fine. We can keep on mining the gold, and also we can keep on sending other units in from either from the right side or from the top side, depending what we want to do. I'm gonna play Harpies in here to take care of that one, so we don't take too much damage. Gonna play Whelpex over here, and Null Brute to defend. I really don't want to lose this middle meeting stone if possible, because holding that just gives you so much control on this map. It gives you access to basically both of these gold veins. It gives you access to basically both of these chests, and it's just really the single most effective thing you can do in this map. Now my Sappers, I'm gonna die because of those bandits. That's... wait, I got one in. That's nice. More than I hoped. That looked really grim for a moment. And now that we can get this buff for our leader, this will mean we will get some free attacks in against this boss, which is obviously super great for us. Gonna go and mine that gold. There we go. Also gonna claim that. If you don't claim these sealed buffs, the enemy will keep on claiming them with their safe pilots, so that's gonna be... if you let that happen, that's gonna be really annoying for you. Now again, we get the buff, and we can get some free damage in. I'm also gonna be sending some Sappers in there as well to deal some extra damage. So there we go. We are slowly but steadily chipping the HP away from the boss, which means we are slowly but steadily on our way to winning this first stage. So let's just keep on playing the same things. Mining the gold, sending units in, claiming the sealed buffs, sending Sappers in, claiming that one, because now enemy is trying... there you go. He's trying to get it with his safe pilot, but I was faster than that, so I got it instead. We lost the middle meeting stone now, but we are quite close on winning this one, so we might actually just, I don't know, unbound, kill this boss. Let's use safe pilot in here as well. We can conveniently take out the enemy safe pilot as well. And there we go. Stage 1 complete. It's relatively simple to complete the first stage with this strategy. But let's go to the second one, because that's a little bit more tricky to do. Now in here, the first thing we have to do is capture these towers, and after that we can make our way towards the boss itself. And for that we have Sappers. So Sappers can deal like 85-90% of the damage needed to take out this tower. If they were a little bit higher level, or if the towers were lower level, they might be able to one-shot, which would be super great. But since we can't, we have to do like 2 sets of Sappers for that. Now we only got 1 hit in, so we only did like a quarter of the damage, or a third, perhaps. But first thing we want to do is just we want to survive this initial assault, and once that is done, we can send in more Sappers. Now we might be able to take this tower with these Sappers, let's see. There we go. Tower number 1 is ours. I'm gonna play Whelpex over here to take out this Mountaineer. There we go. And then we can just bait these with our Wilbur to make sure we don't take more damage to our tower. There we go. Okay, Tower 1 is ours. Yep, it got deployed. That's perfect. That's really perfect situation for us. And now we will just keep on grinding, keep on taking the second tower as well. Now we have also access to this gold vein, so we can go mine some gold for us. We have to be careful we don't take too much damage anymore, because we have taken quite a lot. And it's fine. It's fine to take some damage. It might look a little bit scary, but it's just... It really is just fine. Hopefully that Griffin will not die. We will be able to take the tower, but we will have to defend against these guys. Which is not very optimal. Harpies should be able to deal with that though. Now the problem is, can we survive in here? I'm gonna use Quillball to stall. Wait, give me some time to take care of this, and maybe we can take care of that bear with our tower now. Let's send our leader in here. I really, if possible, want to keep these towers for us, so we don't... Oh, I played my kobold a little bit too far. I was going to play it on this side. So that's unfortunate. Let's see, I'm gonna send in Safe Pilot in there. I'm gonna send in some Whelpex over there. Because really, I don't wanna lose the towers if possible. We will be able to... I'm gonna recapture it with the Sapper so we get it faster. There we go. And since we want to get that to be deployed, I'm gonna play some time with Quillball. There we go. Gonna mine this gold. Now we have access to both of these towers, which is great for us. I'm gonna play our leader in here. I'm gonna play Harpies. I'm not gonna play Harpies in here. I'm gonna play the Whelpex instead. And the Null Brute in here. Now it's a little bit of a game of defense until we can actually start pushing towards the boss itself. We can also go and claim this. Oh, the enemy got it for some reason. Alrighty, I'm gonna play Harpies on this side to make sure we don't lose the tower to that one. And most likely I'm gonna play the Null Brute on this side to bait the bear. There we go. Okay, we are slowly chipping the HP away from the boss. We are on overtime, but for now that is fine. There we go. I'm gonna send some Sappers in. They might die on this side though. That might be a little bit unfortunate. Yep, they did not get in. And I'm gonna send Quillball behind the boss, so that our leader can get in, creep in and get some hits in. And that should be, well, it should be nice, but since it got stalled, that didn't really happen. So since we are on overtime, I'm gonna also play Safe Pilot in there to deal some damage. I'm gonna also send, again, now I'm gonna just send all our Unbounds in here to deal as much damage to the boss as we can, and send our Sappers in as well. We are probably gonna be able to do this just in time. There we go. A little bit scary, 5 seconds left. But that's how you basically do it. You wanna capture both of the towers with your Sappers. That's gonna be easy, and then you will have to focus on defending the towers long enough so you can actually start building a push against the boss. And once you are advancing the boss, you want to drop Quillball behind the boss, if possible, so that your other units can creep in and deal some free damage. Now, I was going to do that with Quillball and our leader, but unfortunately the enemy played something to distract my leader as well, so it kind of evened the things out. But with some unbound units, we were able to finish it, and with some Sappers in the end, so that's how you do it. It's a really annoying stage to do. I know, it's a really, really annoying stage to do. So if you get some relic that really helps you, big it. But if we, like in here, if we don't really have super OP relics, we have just kind of have to play it in this way. Like play it slowly, play it steadily, and try to slowly advance, slowly chip the HP away of the boss. But let's go to the third one and finish this dungeon. So now that the second stage is done, we are through the first burst part of this dungeon, but now we just have to finish this one, and in here we have to keep on claiming these before the enemy does, so that we can actually damage the boss. You can't damage this one with any normal attacks. He has a shield that completely nullifies all your normal mini attacks. So what you want to do in here is you want to keep on mining this gold always, and you want to keep on playing units on both sides to make sure that you will be able to claim those amp switches instead of the enemy. Now in here we might actually lose that one. We did not, so that's great. If enemy uses some sort of an AoE attack, it always have the chance of losing the amp switch for you and just claiming it for the enemy. So that's a really annoying thing that can happen. Luckily in there, we did not lose it, so that's fine. Like in here, we are going to be losing that one. Luckily we get that one, so it's 1-1. That's a nice trade. I'm gonna play, let's see, our leader on this side so we can take care of that one, and I'm gonna go and mine this gold right now. You wanna keep on mining as much as possible, always if possible. If you have the Dark Iron Miner, that's really super for you for this one. Let's see if we are fast enough to claim this one. We are not, but we got that one, so that's fine. I'm gonna... Let's see, okay. Let's go mine again. We are slowly just chipping the HP away from the boss. This is fine. You can lose some. Just make sure you win most of them and you are gonna be fine. Okay, I'm gonna save pilot this save pilot. The save pilotception, and then gonna use Harpies to deal with that one. Use Quillball. Whoa. I always forget the great range of that attack. Here we go. It's really fair that I don't have the shield, but the enemy has. So he can deal damage to me with his normal attacks, but I can't do the same to him, so yeah. Makes complete sense. Let's see, I wanna take this one. There we go. I lost one, but I got one. And we are making progress again. Now I'm gonna play our leader in here so we can claim this one. We are gonna be losing that one. But that's fine. We are still winning more than losing, and that's the only thing that matters. We actually got that one as well, so even better. Let's take care of that one so we can claim this one as well, and this is starting to look like a victory for us. Now this might be bad because now the safe pilot will shoot my Quillball and claim it for us, so for the enemy, so that's really bad. There we go, and now I think this will be the last one. We will be winning. A little bit of a struggle. If you are concentrating more, you will be able to deal with this more easily. But there we go. Dungeon done on the red difficulty level 23. We will get some nice free gold for us. So let's go take a look at the build. Okay, so here we are. Our leader is Hogger for this dungeon, using the Hamhock for extra HP every time he is played. You could use the same deck for Old Murk-Eye, for example, as well. It will work just as well. Exactly the same deck will work. You can use something else instead of Harpies for Murk-Eye if you want to, because you will have a lot of ranged units anyway. So you can take in, for example, Prowler or someone else, or maybe even chickens to help you against other units. But this works really well. So in here, using Nullbrute with Rabbit to make him cheaper, having the cycle trait. Cycle trait doesn't really help in here since he's a beast anyway. Cheaper cost always is a nice thing, and Harpies with infectious swipes are just tremendously powerful units for DPS. And then the Quillball with Bristleback. Bristleback can easily counter chickens in the first stage, so if you have that one, it's really, really beneficial, because Quillball can just destroy the pack of chickens instantly with the Bristleback talent. If you don't have that one, the Tunnel Vision will work as well. But if you don't have Bristleback, then you will want to counter the chickens with your Gnomeregan or your leader instead of a Quillball if possible. In here, Whelpex with the Flame Burst. Super great unit, super powerful unit. If you have this, pick it, use it. It's very good for this deck. If you don't have, you can use just your Safe Pilot instead, and you can pick someone else for the Unbound slot as well. For example, you could use Dark Iron Miner for the third stage, or you could use the Worgen as well. But if you have the Flame Burst Whelpex, use them. In here, our win condition for, well, the first stage, to make the first stage easier, and also for the second stage to claim those towers really easily. The Sappers are just absolutely wonderful. You could use Gargoyle as well for the same reason. Gargoyle can't get knocked overboard by the first boss, so it's really convenient against the first boss. And also Gargoyle can solo towers in the second stage, so also a great option in there if you don't want to run the Sappers for some reason. And in the last slot we have Safe Pilot for extra unbound damage, extra DPS wherever that might be needed to be able to snipe Mountaineers, be able to snipe some Griffins, for example, or whatever is going to be needed. So this is the combination we were running. Maybe the Harpies are not most effective in the third stage. We have quite too many like flying units, and the Sappers are doing nothing in the third stage, so you have a lot of units that are not really that optimal for that one. But you really can just struggle your way through that one with pretty much anything, as long as you can clear the first 2 stages of this dungeon. So I guess that's fine. But instead of Harpies, you could run something else. You could run the Murlocs as well if you want to, because that would give you some air, like ground range units as well for your build. So that's also an option if you have those. So that's the build, that's the run. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Laku out.